The thing goes grrrr, skitty kit pop pop, and the poop poop boom, skia, boom boom, boom boom. You don't know.
Brother, who cares? Who cares, brother? Who cares, brother? Who cares? Today, smash.
Alright. Yo, I'm gonna have to get used to this now.
We'll change up over there.
Less left, more right. Chad, good morning. It is a new month. It's November. Alright. Hope you guys are ready for November. Hope you guys are ready for December. But first, we've got some business to deal with. Sorry, Chad, I moved everything from this screen over to this side because my neck, I don't know if you guys remember on Friday, so I think it's because everything was here, so just bear with me. But we're going to get going. Keigo, how are you feeling?
Feeling good, bro. Excited for the month. A lot we're going to try to smash and achieve this month. So looking forward to it. First official day to make it a better one.
Beautiful, beautiful. Chad, hope you guys had a good weekend. Sorry for Friday. Most of Port Elizabeth, or half of Port Elizabeth, was off. And we were off from about, I think it was 12 or 1 o'clock. And only later that evening the power went back on. So do apologize for that, but we'll try and make up here. This morning I just want to check, is everyone here? I didn't see Brian.
He will be clocking in.
Mayday. I know Brian already caught a payday. Where's Brian? Rooksy, is Rooksy back? Rooksy.
Rixie's back.
Hope you're feeling better, my man. Etty. Amina. So Amina in here. I see Amina is cheating though.
Why?
When I post the live stream in the evenings, she goes on there and she acts like she's like, hey, good morning or whatever, but it's still the night before. I saw you that one evening, Amina, clocking in first. I've got Jen and winner. Jana wana. Slazy. Walter. Alright, Chad, let's get going here. We've got quite a bit to do here this morning. But before we start, as always, we're going to pray. We're going to get this session going the right way, the week, the right way, the month, the right way. So let's just bow our heads and pray. Father, we just want to come before you on the brink of this new month, new week. And we just want to invite you and we want to pray that you'll make our path smooth this month. We also pray that you will protect us, keep us, guide us, lead us into all truth and all wisdom. Also pray for your hand of blessing. You say in your word that that which is blessed cannot be cursed. And thank you that we are blessed, not because of what we do, but because of what Christ did for us over 2,000 years ago, Lord. We just want to thank you. We want to pray your hand of protection over our families. We pray that you will send forth your angels, form a hedge of protection around them. And our businesses and everything we do, Father, as it's a gift from your hand. And we realize that and we thank you for that. We pray for the session and we pray for each and every one that joins us, this beautiful community. And as it grows, Lord, we pray that we will keep you at the center. We pray and we ask this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Alrighty, Chad, let's get straight into what is cooking. Remember, NYSE session starting an hour later today. So, Keigs, if you thought the day was long, it's even going to be longer. So daylight saving ends. We had some CPI out of the Swissy. Some PMIs coming out of Italy, France, Germany. Box going to France this weekend. It's going to be a cracker. Box looked really, really good, Keigs. I think we can chat about that as soon as we've done the analysis. But Box really looking on form. And then later this afternoon, some ISM manufacturing PMIs. What did you think of the Box?
Very, very good, bro. I think a lot of guys are actually trying to take away from them because they're like, it's Japan. I think one guy made a statement saying, you know what, if the Box go to France, we win, we beat Ireland, and the All Blacks get the Grand Slam. I think that just shows you how good the Southern Hemisphere is taking over again and how good that tour is going to be next year. Because I think a lot of guys are trying to be like, as I say, it was Japan, but forgetting Japan put in a good fight against Australia. Australia having that game against England, it just shows you the class. So where New Zealand was able to dominate and the Box really coming into it, but I will take my hat off, bro. 3 guys who stood out for me: Kirtley, Colby, even at fullback, and the big one, obviously Sasha. I have to say for Sasha, the thing about him, which I will give that boy credits, is at his age, but at that level, when everyone's talking about you, everyone's hyping you up, everyone's putting the pressure on, he continues to rise to it. He's not fumbling under the pressure.
I told the guys over the weekend as well, he's very reminiscent of Carter. His way, his vision, the way that he plays. Like, go watch some of Carter's highlights. The guy is... I honestly think if he does not get injured, he can become like a Carter, like that legacy of like the Sasha era, where he just dominates.
So young, but even then, again, also hats off to Zach, 21 years old, starting at prop, and he had a good game. The one guy, I think he spoke about it at halftime, where he said, when you look at the stats, that's why that boy was chosen for the team. Tackles made, it was turnovers, and there was something else he gained, and it was all of the stats. He was in, I think, 2nd and 3rd on the whole field, and to be doing that as a prop, very, very.
Chad, I don't know if you guys know, I played prop for most part of my junior rugby up until I think it was standard 8 when I moved over to lock. Tight head is most probably one of the most specialist positions in rugby. I'm not even talking like fly-offs and centers can have skill, but when you talk about the most technical position on the field, it's tight head.
But that's why a lot of guys don't understand why a tight head earns so much money.
A tight head, literally, you can be one of the strongest loose head props. If you are not a specialist tight head and they put you on tight head, you will get destroyed. I don't care who you are because it's a very, very technical position. I played prop firm for about 3 years professional until I had to retire. Yeah, it's very... I also played tight head prop. It's very, very technical. But anyways, Chad, dollar index, looking on it, dollar is bullish. We had that bullish breakout last week. We are effectively now in this new range. On the daily, beautiful breakout there. I still expect us to come all the way up to that 200 EMA. Might be today, might be tomorrow. And then we've got this little breakout zone that we can retest. So still bullish for me on the week. Lower time frame showing me very, very simple price action here. There's your point of control. There's your 200 EMA. Holds back above. This thing is going bullish. Rejections here, we could see a little bit of a pullback to start off the week. US 30, daily, weekly. Weekly closing bullish last week. Still have that little bit of a gap there, a little bit of a weaker candle, but still effectively bullish. Daily going into a consolidation here. We've got a confirmed resistance there, and we've got a open gap down here. So all the way bullish, even if we pull all the way back down there and then continue up. But to start off today, I'm going to be leaning towards the bear side purely because we took that previous daily high into that flat body resistance area and now currently rejecting. Okay, very simple for me as well. I'm going to have this entire zone. It looks big because it is big. Okay, 50. All right, so I know somebody wanted to say something there like, oh, that's what she said. Come on, guys. Very simple. All right. Okay. Let's check here. Weekly on NASDAQ is bullish. Daily confirmed resistance. Beautiful open gap there that can be closed, and then we also have this area to be retested. And then looking on the lower time frames, also, yeah, NAS, I would love for it to first pull back there. I would make a decision there, not here. Yeah, nothing on NAS for me. Gold weekly closed bearish. Okay. Is this a 38.2 retest? Also that yearly R4, Chad. We spoke about this quite extensively. Other way around. Yeah, this is basically the 38.2. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if gold starts going bullish. But anyways, Chad, I am currently bullish on gold for the day. And can you guys guess why? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds here. Look at this here. Why am I bullish on gold for the day? Previous daily low. Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty, so we've got this zone here, and then we also have that zone there, and then that zone up there. Alrighty, so now that is the upper limit of your zone. We took the previous daily low, failed to hold below it, and now effectively we are trading at Asia highs. One thing I do not necessarily like about this is that we are ranging at Asia highs. But remember what I told you guys, what I saw from last week. Whichever side gets pierced first, that is usually where we trade to a little bit later. Even if you look at Friday, we initially pierced. Remember, myself and Keigo were looking for the shorts. Shorts came later in the day. Thursday pierced the highs, then proceeded. So for that reason, I am looking long all the way to 40, 44. I'm actually already in a position from here. This was around about 8:15. Okay. That is a position that I'm in, and I've got a zone at 40.50. So that is my target up there. Just above the previous daily high, there's also a 4-hour zone there. So that is the position that I'm currently in. Then last but not least is DAX on the weekly. Let's check it out on the weekly time frame. It is an absolute mess. Closing bearish, taking a previous weekly high. This is a little bit tricky. This is a little bit trickier. Okay, weekly is at a potential support. Daily is bearish, but I have to say we need to get through that zone. And then once we get through that zone there, it can continue bearish. So only zone to monitor for me this morning, something like that, or something like that. But that is the rapid fire analysis. We're going to go over to Keigo.
Hey, thanks, Freebird. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what is open here for us to look at today. So gold, very similar to Chris. Unfortunately, I wasn't necessarily exactly 100% happy with this. I'm still waiting for something else. So I didn't enter the buy there. I have my alerts there because, as you guys know, the same idea. If we start to fail here, we trade back into Asia high. I'm just starting off with gold because we are here already. If we fail back underneath, I have the alert ready because that's how I want to see us break back in, hold Asia highs, and then we have the EQ to actually run with us to trade all the way back down, previous day low and Asia low untested. But if we do continue like it is right now, the area for me I really want to monitor is what's going to happen when we get to previous daily high, daily R1, and see if that holds, because as you guys know, we can go all the way back up to daily R2 then. But if that fails, that can be our turnaround point. So we just want to monitor, but trade is running quite smoothly over there for now. Going over to the dollar, let's just have a look here. Now, what we're going to talk about, guys, we have been basically neutral on this pair for quite a while. I said to you guys, the big thing we wanted to monitor was what's going to happen when we get back up to this 99,500 key area and monitor that for us. The first thing was obviously these highs we took out did hold comfortably above it after the retest and they went bullish again. So we're just going to monitor it, but for now, we are neutral with a little bit of a bullish momentum there. But being a Monday, Tuesday, we can see a little bit of a pullback. So on the 4 hour, we can see it trying to pull back, but it is almost creating a little bit of support for itself right now. So what I want to monitor here on the lower time frames is you guys are going to see something like this. So this is where we basically had that area with that wick coming in. So you can see where we've created the support as we were talking about. Now, very, very simple, yeah. If the dollar can get back into the Asia range, we can look for that move to continue Asia highs and see the dollar go back from strength to strength. But if it starts to fail here and hold underneath Asia lows, I do think we could get that typical Monday opposite directional play and see us even trade down to the EQ to bounce off, or otherwise trade off from there and we could go all the way back down to about a daily S1, even previous day lows, and we can see the weekly pivot is lined up there as well. So we could see a little bit of a Monday, Tuesday pullback from that side. So just monitor with that. Going over to USD and then very quickly for you guys. USD, very, very interesting for me. Personally, I wouldn't want to touch it right now. Now, two things for that reason. I'm neutral. Now, why? Again, we spoke about this going into last week. Having an all-time high, having that fake out, holding, turning around from October's monthly R1 was over there for us. And the weekly was over there somewhere for us. So we had a lot of momentum trading there. We came back to take out those these highs, but we failed with a massive rejection, yet we did take out the previous daily low. So we could see this give us idea of a sell. Then again, we traded down. We took out that lower, the previous daily low, and we had momentum from that top side, but not a continuation. We do still have this gap open over there as well, which we're trying to monitor. So there's a lot of ideas where we can see this, as I normally talk about, trying to reverse and trying to go back up for those highs. And the same way it can break, hold this weekly pivot, and we can go back down for all these weak falls and still go close that gap. So for now, as I said, I am going to be a little bit more on the neutral side. Even on the 4 hour, you can see it's still just ranging, not giving us clear direction. So personally, I think gold, you actually have a lot more clearer momentum. So I'm still just going to stick to gold. I'm going to stay out of this for now. With USD, we dropped down to the lower time frame, though. You will see there was a little bit of a gap. So that gap has been closed. Now, if that gap closes, it closes back into the Asia range. Same idea with the dollar. We could see this trade all the way back up for Asia highs. First thing you just have to monitor is weekly pivot. If it gets through that, continuation. If it rejects, it could come down, and that's where we'll go for the EQ and further lower momentum. But Chad, that is everything from me. Kribber, back to you, brother.
All right, thank you, Keigo. Alrighty, ladies and gents. Sage, you can just email support if you are concerned. I don't know if you did a risk interview. You should have. In the risk interview, it clearly states the rules for the funded account. It's 2% per instrument. Okay, you can still risk all of your capital. It's just per position. Stop loss is required. All right. Because how can you implement the 2% risk rule if there's no stop loss. So the system cannot pick it up. So yeah, if you did not know of the risk rule, you either didn't read your agreement or someone else did the interview for you. All right. What's the difference between Vault Markets MT5 and normal MT5? I'm not sure.
There's nothing.
So I will fail. Sage, I don't know. I don't know. Please email support with the tech team. They'll have a look. But was it, sorry, Sage, did you do a risk interview? Or did you complete the risk questionnaire? Was there a contract that was sent to you that you signed?
Slashy, no, I haven't done Arc Raiders, brother. I've been too obsessed with Battlefield Redsec, so I've been playing that.
It's a platform link that goes with the email from Vault Funder. Vault Markets MT5 and normal MT5. Yo, dude, where did you get it? Did you get it in an email? Let's have a look. Alrighty, Chad, we have 3 minutes. No, Stefan, I think we're very fair. The reason we do the risk interview as well is for you as a trader to ask any questions. It's also to clearly outline what is expected of you as a trader. So I think we are very transparent, very open. It just baffles me when we only have basically 3 very simple rules. And then somebody says like, oh, I didn't know I had to use a stop loss. And it's like, oh, but it's there in your contract, just above your signature. There's literally a requirement. I don't even know. Only September signed him. It said risk rule, didn't see the stop loss part, and I was one. Okay, so if you signed it and there was no stop loss on your thing, then obviously contractually you're fine. We'll send on. Okay, shot my brother. I'm gonna check WAP quickly. 2 minutes.
You know, trade's running nicely there.
Yeah. If only it wasn't the. Alright, Sage, you clearly didn't read your contract. I think go back to what you signed, go read it, and then come back to the stream. Stefan, but we did change it though. You can still one click. You just have to place your stop afterwards.
Are these, like, guys, all of you are always on the stream. So the guys that we're talking to now, you guys are always on the stream. Were you all just not here the one day we spoke about this?
I don't know, bro. People don't read.
When was it? Last week?
No, this
Wednesday,
is a trade.
Thursday? When we did the... No, when we spoke about the change to the stop loss rule. That you could do one click now.
3 bot players that got banned for 9 games.
Whoa. Who are we talking about? I remember they were arguing for...
Sorry, Keigo, I just want to answer this. No, so you don't have to risk the total 2%. It's just, so let's say, for instance, I've got $100,000 funded account. Obviously, the maximum loss per day is 5%. When I enter this position, I cannot go more than 2% on this. So let's say I open this, I go 2%. Perfect. Let's say US 30, I go short, enter another 2%. Perfect. That is now 4%. Let's say NASDAQ, I want to go short 2%. Perfect. Obviously, you still have your maximum 5%. So if all three of those hit stops, then you obviously breach on the day. It's just per instrument. So let's say I risk 2% on gold. I get stopped out. I can risk another 2%. Stopped out. I can risk 1% because otherwise I breach. It's as simple as that. Chad, with that being said, markets are open and in motion. Ding, ding, ding.
Round one. Fight.
There you go.
Keegs, I don't know if I can make it any more clear than that. Okay, perfect. So it's literally just so if you want to scale in, let's say you go 0.5 risk, perfect. Your trade goes in profit, you risk another 0.5 or even a 1.5, that's perfect. It's based off the same trade idea. Okay, so simple as that. I think, guys, sometimes you do not take a funded account seriously. You don't read your contract. There's only 3 things that's expected of you. And that's the thing. Like I always say, it's a partnership. Okay, so you want us to pay you out? Perfect. There's an agreement between the trader and the prop firm. You want us to uphold our side of the agreement. We just simply ask for you to uphold your side of the agreement. There's nothing shady about what we're doing. That's why we do the risk interview. The risk interview is recorded for you to go back on it. The risk interview is signed by yourself and management. So it's a very open and transparent. It's according to the contract. So nothing can be done which is not inside of the contract. The entire agreement is governed by the contract. Chris, just want to make sure, do these trades get posted? Laz, this one I did not post. I'm going to share with you guys why. Purely because myself and Keegan had 2 different 4-hourly zones. My zone is a little bit riskier than Keigo's zone. Purely because we're still stuck in a range. So if I effectively show you this, this is actually a massive range that we are in. So if you think of it, look at all of these rejections. So I told Keegs I'm not going to share this because effectively we could have first come down into the range. So it wasn't an A plus setup. Even though it's running now, at that stage, it wasn't A plus. So I believe there's this zone here. If we start breaking out here, and then in terms of the OES zones, there's none. There's no 5-minute OES zones for us.
There was one.
A little bit lower.
Don't put it on my screen. Right there.
I know, but
Yeah, so that was the only one. But remember, I still said to you, that's when I said I'm not taking it because that previous thing didn't give me a valid thing yet. Yeah, there was one, but there was this one rule. I was obviously looking at the 4-hour OES, and I didn't get entry, so that's why I didn't take it. But there was one. If you guys took it and it's the same one I'm looking at, you would have been also very nicely in profit. Thanks for the payout, Vault Funder. Easy rules.
Chad, there's a lot of pay. I don't know what more to say. Some people are, I don't know if you guys are ignorant, but last month was one of the bigger months in terms of payouts. Not our biggest, but a lot of payouts, a lot of guys scaling. It's simple. It is very, very simple. Modernist, I don't think so.
Well, Modernist, just to answer that, I mean, again, if you take FTMO, who are the leaders, their phase 2 is the same as phase 1. The rules only change when it goes to a live account.
Yeah, you can't. Here's the thing. Let me put it to you this way. While you're still in an evaluation, all right, think of that as your interview process. It is a little bit more loose, okay? But now once you go into an agreement where there's a physical contractual agreement, then you obviously now, even though it could be demo, whatever, we're already in talks with a registered hedge fund that's looking for traders. I'll show you guys the message now. So in terms of prime status, we'll also get it. But now you're telling me that you can't make the simple shift of adding a stop loss to your trade and not risking more than 2%. How is that? These rules that me and Keegan traded, our maximum risk per trade idea is 2%. And we don't even start with 2%. We start off with 1%. Once we up, go 2%.
Again, Chad, I'm just going to say, like, if someone asked me the other day, like, you're Keegan, the way you pumping out these funded accounts, are you literally full sending every trade? And I said to you guys, no, I'm not. And people are passing accounts the same way in 1 day, 2 days with low risk, literally 1% a trade. So you don't need to be using like stupid, like aggressive trades, high risk, things like that. And I've always said this to guys, that is the part of having a funded account, which I think a lot of people don't understand. And that's why places do these rules, because what do you guys do? You get there, then you go, shit, well, I'm going to full send it. Hey, if this trade lands, one trade, I'm going to make a quick however much money, where that's not how you should think of funded accounts. Funded accounts are assets that are constantly going to bring money in for you. So don't think of it as one big paycheck.
Tinas, you missed the trade. There's so you still have the entry level WAP. There's now a VIP. So after you pay the $50, you have to pay additional $150 to get these ones shared before market open.
Bro, you know someone's going to be like, okay, where do I pay for that, bro?
How
much pips is your 1% keep? Guys, okay. You guys overthink everything.
So you work out. So okay, look at this trade, Chad. I've done posts, I've done videos. How do I calculate my risk? Let's say I'm trading $100,000 prop firm account. Okay, I want to risk $1,000. Okay, let's start here. This stop is $12.8. So what do? I go $1,000 Okay. Divided by, let's round it off just to make it simple, $13 divided by 13. Okay. That is my stop in dollars divided by 100 because the contract size for gold is 100. So now let's see what is my stop loss going to be based off that structure low there. So it's going to be $1,000 divided by 13 divided by 100 gives me 0.769 rounded up. I'm going to trade a 0.77 lot for this trade. That is $1,000 risk. Now work it back. So 0.77 lots is $77 per dollar move. So if I take $77, multiply that by 13, what is that going to give you? So let's do it again. $77 times 13 is going to give you 1,001. So there's your check. All right. If you cannot even calculate your lot size, there's a reason why you're struggling even with simple
But also,
trading.
like, to answer the question, because again, Chad, we are not doing funny business here. If you've been around, Chad, anyone that's been here, I'm going to ask the question. If I'm trading gold, which I've purely only been trading for the last 2 months, what is my stop loss size? I shouldn't even have to tell you guys. You guys should know at this point. What is my stop loss size? 50. There we go. So if you know my stop loss is 50, what do you think 1% is?
2 lots. If you're risking $1,000.
No, I'm saying, but in like that, so he's asking me how many pips.
Oh,
is my 1%.
okay.
So there's, if that's my stop loss is 50, there's your pips. Like,
And you go to a maximum of 100, depending on how volatile the market is.
it's
No, dude, this is simple math. I literally gave it to you guys. I made it real about it. I even put it in a carousel. Wait, let me go back.
But remember, some of us only have standard vibe.
I even so you only have to replace one number. I even went as far as to do it in a carousel so that you don't have to pause the video. Wait, where did I post it? Okay, let me just find it. Yeah, okay. Do you know how to calculate your lot size? Let me share this in the chat. Easier than this, I don't know. Let me share it. Copy link.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's getting much easier than this, bro.
And if it doesn't bother you that you don't know how to calculate your lot size, that's one of the first things. Maybe it's just the way I am. That was the first thing I wanted to understand is like lot sizes.
But then again, at the same time, you even can get an app that can do it for you if you don't want to do it.
Bro, why do you want to do the app if you can work it out yourself? There's Andre het die bootcamp gemis. As jy nie die VVIP het nie vir die extra $150 het jy dit gemis. Sorry man.
So in total, how many pips did you make for October, Keigs? In total, I did 2,258 pips. We did 1,400 in the last week.
Okay, so let me go back to that one that I shared now. Okay, step 1. Wait, let me open it up here. Let me open it up here for the chat.
The journal was literally done, so I know these numbers off my head now, bro.
Okay, let's log in here. Let's see.
2,000 pips would feed 10 pip traders for long, Chad.
Who said that? I don't know why I always ask who said that when I know it's Brian. Chris, if I join. Is Andre not in the VVVIP, Keeks?
No, only the VVIP.
Laz, but you're already in the triple VIP. Don't act like now. Laz acts like he doesn't know about the VVVIP. It's all about the upsell, Chad. All about the upsell.
Being hard done by.
VVIP eating.
Bro, I don't understand how people think it's like. Cause Dow Jones, I can see you trying to catch me out on something, yeah, bro. Yeah.
What does he say?
Because he's like, no, he wanted to know the pips per percentage because he's trying to work something out. Now he wants to know how many pips I caught for the month of October. As if it's like...
I think he wants to know if he copied all of your trades, how much R would he have made? I think that's literally it. I don't think... Okay, wait, let me...
He's trying to see how much you made.
Brian, you're already out, eh? I know you Mayday, payday there already. So, Brian is just vibing.
Brian's done already. To be fair, that's what I liked about your trade, was I know it aligned with your stuff.
Yeah.
So I think you should have taken entry very close to you.
Yeah, I think you're either yeah.
I wanted to give you a challenge and see how much money you could have made using the prop firm I use near the... What prop... Okay, actually I don't want to know what prop firm you use.
It's a fake prop firm. Okay, Chad. Do you know how to calculate your lot sizes correctly? Swipe to calculate your lot size correctly. Step 1. Check contract size on your broker. On mobile MT5, go to instrument, click on instrument, click details, and it will show you contract size. Step 2, determine your risk per trade. Example, $100 per trade. Step 3, determine your stop loss in points or dollars depending on if it's indices or gold. Indices, you can clearly see this is a 40-point stop. Step 4, lot size calculation. Dollar risk divided by stop loss in points divided by contract size. 2.5 lots. If this was gold, would have been 100 divided by 4 because it's a $4 move on gold or $13, whatever, divided by 100, that will give you your lot size. And a beautiful summary. Check contract size, determine risk per trade, stop loss. All right.
RP. No, it's not the horror. Dow Jones has been here before. I know he's on other streams, and then every now and again he comes back here. So it's not the horror. He has been here before. That chat doesn't take Chris Space seriously. Morning, Chris and Keys. Do you have a D? Oh boy, are we starting this here now?
What's that?
A DM setter for WAP to close more sales. Ah, Zach.
Morning, Chris. Keith, do you have a
Are you
DM
new here? The reason I'm asking is, Chris and myself get flooded from DMs from these guys every day asking to
convert.
Tell us how they're going to scale our company to 300,000.
Chris, I've helped Mamba FX make millions with the top-down funnel. You guys are not upselling enough, and I can make you millionaires overnight. And I'm like, bro, we fine. We good. Oh, so is Andre not part of the VVIP? Let me just check here.
I told you, he's just VVIP, bro. It's not the VVVVIP.
Yeah, no, Andre, sorry, man. You still have the basic. So almost like McDonald's, you just got the cheeseburger. You didn't upsize it or anything. There's no chips, cool drink. That's just the burger, even without the cheese. Ja, nee, Andre, vir $50 'n maand kan jy nie my bel nie. Jy sal moet daai as rookie nommers. Vir $50 om my op 'n Vrydag aand te bel. Ek antwoord nie as my vrou my bel nie. Nee, daar was nie 'n bootcamp hier, Andre. There was no bootcamp this weekend.
Guys,
Keegan was
literally
away.
This weekend we'll do one. Andre,
Yeah.
I said there in the group this morning we'll do obviously a little bit of accountability with the account. And then for the guys that were obviously going to join, we'll do it with us. But this weekend we'll do it.
Yo, Andre was stressing about that bootcamp. Wanneer is die bootcamp, Chris?
I joined 2Gs and still not sure what to do after downloading the links.
Who's this?
Can we actually just show people the WAP store?
Okay.
Chad, now,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Let's focus here. Let's focus.
Chad,
Okay.
what did you guys do this weekend? What happened to everyone's brain cells?
Okay.
Just okay. Remember, you can't show them trade alerts because there's trades in there.
No. I won't show them trade alerts. Okay. Ladies and gents. Are you guys ready?
Okay, focus, Chad.
Let me just see what I just want to give them.
Listen
full screen.
carefully.
Listen properly. Okay, wait. I just want to make sure they get the full experience. Okay. All right. So after you've paid, you're going to download your WAP app or you're going to log on your PC. And you will see on the left-hand side, you'll have something that says 2G's trading, whatever WAPs you've got. Okay. Then everything is here on the left. So first up, we've got a nice little announcement section here where announcements are dropped. Okay. The daily brief that gets shared here every morning. You can log or post a support ticket here as well. Then the Project G method. This is where all of the videos are. All of the videos, the
Chad,
strategy
if you look
vault.
right above it, there's little tiers, sub tiers. So just above, you now know you're going into the educational section.
Yeah. So education. So in this foundations and basics, there's 5 videos. Then there's also a transcript of what's in the video. So literally, you don't have to overthink it. There's a transcript for the video, basically almost like notes. Okay. At the end of every section, there's a trading basics or a trading quiz based on all of the videos. Okay. So if I go back, that was foundations and basics. Now technical analysis, there's 13 lessons in here. Market structure, key levels and support and resistance, confluences. So if I click on the video, again, entire transcript. End of this section after you've watched the videos, again, market structure and trend quiz for you to complete. Go back. So if you read there, strategy development, 5 lessons in here. Okay. 5 lessons in strategy development. Okay. Again, quiz at the end. Right there. Strategy vault. There's all of the strategies.
So don't go.
Okay, I won't go in.
It's going to show
Okay.
transcripts.
No transcripts there for you guys. bootcamp recordings. There's the bootcamp recordings. G files. Anything that we have shared is in files there. G chat. This is where you can chat. Alright. Chart flex. This is where you can share your trades that you took. Live calls. This is where we do our live calls from. Okay. Trade alerts. I'm not going to show you. But this is where myself and Keigo alert our trades. Indicators. Indicators are here. Alright. Recommended broker. Okay. Recommended prop firm. It's...
So
I don't know. I don't know, Keigo.
Chad, it is painful. Because that's just my thing. And I'm going to be very harsh right now when I say this. If you are too lazy to open up your eyes and read, I'm sorry, you are not going to become a profitable trader. Because if you can't have the discipline to read and figure something out like that, how are you expecting to figure out the charts?
Just source. No
Chad. I really don't think it's rocket science. Like that. Are we being funny now? Is that complicated?
Somebody joined. It's like, where's the strategies? It's like, just downloaded the, just joined. Where's all of the strategies? I'm like, spend 5 minutes, go through it, browse through it. The Chad got lost in the source during the weekend.
Chad.
Hey,
You
Chad,
guys were on snowflakes or something. I don't know what.
Oh, Chatadonia, baby. Come on.
But what if they bro is blind, and what an audio file? Well,
You wouldn't find our website if he was blind.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get through and do the WAP process.
I don't see the strat fault. Bro, Brian, that's exactly it. Where's the strategy? I want to get into the trade. Markets are open. Oh, damn, it's just there on the left. Sorry, man.
So there's my alerts on gold. Chat, I'm going to be getting ready. Yes, so on this 5 closure, we'll be getting ready.
Okay, I want to put it on your screen.
I hate to do this to you, Cribbo, but
No,
I
you
gotta
must.
do what
You
I gotta
must,
do,
you
bro.
must.
Because this is tier, bro. Perfect.
No, that is your setup. You must.
I have to, Chad. Even though it's against my brother, yeah, I have to.
Do it, Keeks, do it. Rub the bandage.
Rooks, you back, brother? He is back indeed. Deeper pullback, Chad. I told Chris, but no, he wants to bring back this Phoenix.
Hey, Brian. No, my zone and Keigo zones are a little different. Other zones are the same. It's just this zone. Keegan's got a prophetic zone.
Chris the cat always lands on his feet. The thing is, unfortunately, I don't know, because right now, one of the cats are not going to land on their feet yet.
One of the cats are going to get burned, yeah. One of the cats are going to get ripped, yeah.
That's to be fair. If I get entry. If I don't get entry, I don't get in. So, if I don't get my entry, Chris might still be landing on his feet. Oh, damn. She remembered.
Wow.
This was the start of stream.
Wow.
Do you want coffee?
I'm like, did I take Chrissy's coffee? Oh, it was Keigo who asked. I didn't take it.
Wow.
Another one.
No, Chris
I'll
was
have
getting a
another one.
refill when I got mine.
Wow. Alrighty. Keigo. Okay.
As it stands now, no entry for me. Bro, I promise you, Chad, anyone, if you know how to get yourself off these call logs, please If you got someone, I will pay for it at this point.
Oh, the people that phone you.
Bro.
I
And it's the
flop.
same time. Like, every freaking time.
Hey, Mr. Chris. I'm calling on behalf of Discovery. I'm with a company called Dynamic Support and Resistance. And I just want to give you a competitive quote.
But you know the best for me, bro, is when they do that. And they'll be like, so we're phoning from that. We're going to offer you insurance on your vehicle. We know we can beat whoever you're with. And then they come back with, so what vehicle do you have, sir? And I'm like, how can you guarantee me you're going to beat it if you don't even know what vehicle I had? Like, at least do a little bit of research into your clients, whatever the case.
Okay,
Because
but
I've had
remember,
it where-
cold calling and stuff.
No,
bro.
I know, 'cause my thing
I
is
still
they'll-
respect the guys.
Chad, no entry for me. I'm not in yet. Then they still have the one time I sat there with this lady, bro, for like 5 minutes. And at the end of it, she goes, oh, sorry. No, we can't beat that. And I'm like, you just wasted my time.
Precious Mumsy. No stress. No stress. No stress. There's
No,
Yo,
like
what-
we're not talking to you. There's a lot of people not directed at you.
no, not at all directed at you. There's people that we know are technically able, but just lazy.
Keeks tells them you're unemployed and under debt review works for me. They will drop that phone so fast that you're okay. I'm gonna try that. But what happens if it when it's the bank when they're always trying to phone me to try sell me something? I can't tell them that because they know I'm not.
Always say yes to more credit.
No, about that. That's what no, bro. I know I'm sorted there. But Andre will be having a talk soon.
Keigo. More credit. Bro, I don't know how they allowed me with a $500,000 credit card.
But you know, bro,
Going
that's
to
what
Malaysia.
you've been upsold already, Keeks. Once you got black cards, you clocked the ice.
Yeah, I got upsold.
Bro, I felt so confused. We get to the toll gate. I'm like, okay, I need to pay. The lady looks at me. She goes, "What's this?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
They don't take cards.
It's my bank card. She's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "My bank card." I haven't seen one of these. I'm like, "That's a bank card." She's like, taps it. It works, and she's like, thank you. Have a nice day. I'm like, bro, when she gave it to me, I was like, I was thinking, yeah, did someone like take my card and I didn't even realize I've got some other funky thing here.
I wouldn't invite family into this space, if I'm honest. Yeah, trading, bro. no.
Literally, if I can tell you anything from what I've learned, I will not bring family into anything. No, nothing that's business with me or like
No.
financials. I won't do it.
No, if they find it on their own and you guys can chat on a level where you talk about charts or whatever, but don't get them in the game. Not at all. Kevin, I'm using the standard now, purely for that credit. But before that, I also have the ultra low spread account. So if you're going to trade gold, they are literally almost the same. Gold on the standard and...
I told you, bro, it's actually not that bad.
No, it's really not that bad.
And then you get the bonus.
Yeah, but it's not 100% of the deposit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Chad. Let's have a look here. I know Kigalezi is looking to short if we close here. What will your stop be, Keigo? 50, 100.
Let me just see quickly. What
This was shared with you guys this morning.
I'll
There was
probably go
trim
100,
30,
yeah.
100,
Yeah.
100. NASDAQ, as mentioned, beautiful Asia low still untapped, so look there for potential shorts. US 30 also look at this zone, still within that zone. Dollar index, alright, no retest there yet, but as mentioned, if we can get above here, so dollar going bullish. Alright,
That is super close.
that should be in kicks.
Not actually, bro.
Huh? Bro, that thing.
But I'm gonna take this one on the other one so long.
Okay, that's Keigo in. I'm gonna throw over to Keigo on
I'm gonna
screen.
put it on now.
Alrighty, Keigo lazy. Let's see what Keigo lazy can do here. I'm going to be now. Oh no, this is Keigo's trade. Keigo is going short. I'm in the longs. I'm in the longs.
Long term.
Oh, you're in bars at 12. Oh, okay, sick. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like the bars. Obviously, I'm facing some manipulation here. But Chad, yeah, if you're in Project G on WAP, feel free to log a support ticket. Me and Keigo, we respond. So don't stress, we're there to help you. As much as we say you guys don't read and don't watch, we still love you. We just want you guys to be focused and awake and alert. But Chad, yeah, the hedge fund thing is real. I think beginning next year there will be something on the website. So that's the opportunity for people that have discipline to trade real capital. So from a compliance point of view, we just need to see how do we do the integration between the two entities. Hedge funds are head hunting. They haven't hunted my head yet. But Brian, here's the thing. Everyone trying to trade for the hedge funds. We want to own the hedge funds. Keeks? You guys sitting in the bank. We want to own the bank. What was that thing? That guy that is like mindset, hustler mindset, or what's it?
Oh yeah.
It's like you guys wanna. If the guys can't stick to a 2% rule, I don't know how they're gonna stick to a hedge fund with a mandate and a risk officer and a CIO on their shoulder, and you have to report on every trade you take. And you're mandated by, let's say, if it is client funds, there's a client mandate that the hedge fund has with the client, and there's also a mandate that will be given to you. So BMS, it's gonna be purely for VF, and it's gonna be a partnership between us and the fund, and it's gonna give you guys the opportunity, if a trader is doing well, to potentially get recruited for that. So it's obviously going to be a little bit more rigorous than a challenge, but yeah, depending on the performance, depending on how well you do. I'm not the owner of the hedge fund or a CIO for it. It's purely going to be a partnership. They contacted me about 2 weeks ago saying that they are looking for traders, and I said we can look to establish something. I think it's more stats and data, my brother. It's all about how do you trade. Is there discrepancies between your trading? Psychologically, what do you do? Is there? I think it's like spotting trends in your trading. For instance, the one would be: are you actually counter trend trading? Are you trading against retail? Are you trading with the trend? So there's a lot of data points that would need to be collected. And end of the day, when there's real money on the line, it's a different ball game.
G-Man, I'm in cells, brother.
Yes. So from there, let's say the requirement is you have to get, say, 4 payouts. You need to have some type of consistency score, and then from there you'll get introduced to the hedge fund. They'll look at your data. There'll be a contract in place. Look, it's not going to be the same for everyone. One trader could be on a 50-50 split. One trader could be on a 20-80 split. It's all going to depend on your stats. Brian's already managing my fund. That's why it's in the UK. We domiciled the fund in the UK, so it's a family office. I wouldn't really say they're your boss. I think if you are giving somebody money, there's a certain level of expectation on how you manage the money. But obviously, if you know what you're doing and you do it well, there's also a lot more upside to it. If you think about it, if you trade well and they give you 50 million rand to trade with, and you average, say, 10, 20, 30% per year, you do the math. Yeah, it's strictly for the additional risk allowance. I personally like the one step. The one step, after your one phase is done, you go live. Because if you think about it, we talked about it the other day, where with prop firms, if you trade a challenge so long, there's no reward. So you're putting in all of that time and effort, but there's still no monetary reward. So it takes you so long to get to the stage where you are rewarded that somewhere along the line you can lose. I don't want to say, how can I say, you lose that urgency to get to the funded account, or you actually force the urgency because you want to get to a payout because you've been trading it for how long. That's why I always say, for me personally, if you want to do prop firms, also if you are profitable, have a personal account, because that you can withdraw from and you get the reward. So it's like, okay, I risked 10k now, I made 10k, that's 10k I can use. Someone told me some pocket watching was happening earlier. Pocket watching.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what that is. So with the one step, it almost mentally feels better. It's like, okay, just this one step across the line, and then I can start earning. Because here's the thing, you also don't want to trade forever without getting paid. That's almost like going to work. Imagine you're 9 to 5 and you work a month, 2 months, and there's the potential of getting paid, and it's like, yo, but I'm putting in the work and I'm not getting paid. So there's gonna come a time in the morning where you're gonna be like, yo, I don't actually want to work for free. On the 2-step, I find the phase 2 is the hardest to pass. I fail step 2 multiple times, then I feel depleted. Yeah. Fun fact, watch pocket is the small pocket in your jean where some people store other things. I'm enjoying my 1-step challenge. Psychologically definitely feels better, just risk. Yeah. Lazy. Where's the, oh yeah, you just. Hi, Keigo.
Like I say, these are so close. And once I get a nice clean one, I'm happy, bro.
What do I do now? Do I go with you? Oh, Keigs.
Key 17, it is low. Wait, what's 17?
Oh, making. Yeah, that's weird when people try to figure out how much money you're making.
No, I'm just monitoring the red dotted line, so that would be a 1-to-1. So at that point, I'd like to go break even and then let it run from there.
Chat is, yeah, I didn't know there was a saying pocket watching, or I thought,
So pocket watching means you trying to work out how much someone makes.
yeah, did you know that? I didn't know that. Ek's Afrikaans, julle. Ons het nie gewaar hoeveel die ander maak nie.
As long as it's holding there, bro, Asia highs, your trade's still very, very nice.
But the thing is, I'm developing a poo, and you know what happens then? It's a stop loss. Will I be able to hold in this poo till TP? Chad, here's the thing. everything we have is purely grace and mercy that you receive from God. I think we can all agree. Secondly, the day we lay our heads to rest for the final time and we get buried, none of this is going with us. When you pass away, you're not even going to know who's going to get your watch and your car, and that thing is so overprotective of now, like, ooh, yo, moenie my wiel krap of ietsie. Bro, you're in the ground, you're gone. Someone else is going to live in your house. Someone else is going to drive that car. So, I don't know, we sometimes get so attached to the material things that we forget one day
It's going to disappear.
it's going to be gone.
But bro, and you know the one thing I don't get, and I don't know why, but why is everyone so involved? They want to figure out how much money I make. Why do they never want to know how much money you make?
I don't make money, Kicks. I collect money. There's a difference. I can't make money. I'm not at the mint. I collect money. Making money is only for reserve banks. I collect money. So we can't really make money.
Because do you remember that other guy, bro? He was so obsessed with me.
Oh yeah, that pray every day.
Bro, that man was the biggest clown. Oh my word, I'm sorry.
Live it your life 100%, my brother. 100%. So I'll share this quickly. Idea and you stress so much, like, yo, I want to get this and I want to do that and I want to get, and it's like, for what? Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't want nice things, and I'm just saying, like, just put stuff into perspective. Keeks is humble. Like, I'm trying to tell Keeks, you don't have to get an M2. You don't have to get a M4 and then daily the M2, have the M4 in the garage. But still, he's still a little materialistic, and that's why I'm praying for him. I'm praying for my brother Keigo. Yesterday at church, I was interceding for him. And I was like, Lord, let the flesh leave this man. No, I'm kidding. I don't really pray for you, bro. Because I know you're humble like that. But yesterday's service was good. So I didn't want to go to, or not that I didn't want to go to church. We went to go and watch rugby on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that is why it's good.
Thanks for the invite, bro. So you see, like, I don't ever get invited to none of these
Bro,
things.
it was my cousin's birthday. It was my cousin's birthday. I wasn't even
Look at these
invited.
excuses, Chad.
So
I thought we family. Your cousin's my cousin. I should have been there, bro.
so just before we go to bed, I was already thinking, like, yo, we got home late, kids still have to bath, all of this. And my daughter's like, yo, are we going to church tomorrow? I'm like, yo. She's like, no, she really wants to go. And I'm like, again, are we going? And we ended up going, and I was like, thank you for a child that got me into the church when I wanted to cave out on Saturday night. And I was sitting there And yeah, my kid getting me into church. That was beautiful.
Cousin Darren. You know the sad thing, bro, is that we're gonna have to get to reality again. That this right now could just become gold's normal volume again.
And we need to take the
if you
50.
think
Yeah,
about
because
this,
I already got my 50.
This is there's a 50 pip move. Like it looks.
No, I don't think so. I think just it's the new month. Friday was.
Kids will hold you accountable.
Yeah, I know, Nila, it was beautiful.
Hey, Jab, by the way, I don't even think we noticed it, but thank you guys for 21k.
21 G's.
21k, baby.
Bye, donkey. Donkey. Yo, but Daniel doesn't want to go to kids' church. I don't know why.
Really?
He's like,
I
nah,
love
bro.
kids' church, bro. We always got sweets and biscuits there.
He's like, nah. He's like, I'm coming with you guys.
Damn, look at EU. What's happening? Wasn't there news?
Yeah, I think there was PMIs. Oh, dang.
Is it really?
Dangle. Yeah, it went straight down. Just got absolutely demolished. What is the VF rule? Yeah, we still need to figure that out. The idea is that hopefully the guys can.
Bro.
Otherwise, if you just take the trades, I need to get half of that payout. Or Keigo.
Thinking of daylight saving, like that really hit me now when I looked at news, and it's like PMI comes out at 5 o'clock.
You're gonna put in a shift, me and you.
Chad, we might as well just set up a bed here.
So yesterday, I get home, and Daniel and Miane wants to paint the pots. And already my wife's like, no. I'm like, no, man. Cheap labor. Get these kids stuck in. Obviously, Daniel. I'm sitting inside working. Look outside. There's paint in his hair. His entire back is full of paint. His legs are painted. My wife. Ek het jou gesê die kind kan nie verf nie. Kyk hoe lyk hy nou. Yo, but he enjoyed it while it lasted. He's just chilling there.
He was in his element.
I like to say you guys need more guest rotation, but you guys nailed that. Aye.
Yo, Brian.
I just saw Roger Banks trading live and it took some L on gold and he started calling this consolidation, walking in a goat shit. Lolly wasn't happy.
I can't actually remember the last time I saw him take a W live.
Shame, bro. I think we have to pray for that guy.
Yeah. Like, he's someone we literally can just watch and be like, whatever he does, just do the opposite.
Yeah, 100%. The stats are 80% of the time you will make money. Yeah, it's sad when your head is so deep into your own arse.
Chad, looks like this cat might land on his feet, eh?
Yeah, I get the pipino. Tina's stop loss rule, but you don't have to place it immediately. You can one click trade and then after that just enter your stop. Nah, it's funny. It's funny. He's got this little alter ego guy. If you think about it, Raja is he's the first guy that started trading on his own platform, Brian. So Alex G and them are only following now. Okay, ek moet gaan piepie, kerels. Raja was one of the first guys trade on his own platform and take $50,000 to $14 million.
Actually, just to double check, only mandatory for the funded, also for the challenge phase. Not sure what we're talking about, but I see Rixie is assisting you. Yeah, so we're just waiting here on this, Chad. This trade, for those guys that understand the 4-hour OBS, this wasn't 100% entry for us. So the reason also I took this trade on the funded and on the personal is purely because it is a bit more of a riskier trade. Because like, you literally could argue if this was entry or not. So still like it, but is still a bit of a riskier position. But yeah, you just leave it there. It must do what it must do. Chris trade is still valid. This is Keigo trade. Which one do we follow?
Choose the winning trade. But Uncle Ted wasn't happy with that video I made, and he's like, yo, I don't care what Raja does. He just loves it when people talk about him and this and that, and he's got this thing about himself, and please don't mention my name and Raja's name in the same. And I'm like, bro, but you're not meant to him. That was a long time ago, this, that. I wonder what happened to that case. Ted Franco. It's a Franco news.
Trade them separately, bro. So it's risk off on the account. Because they say, because the thing is, in trading, you will go through bad periods. And if you copy trade, that means when you go through one bad period, you're going to feel it across all your accounts. So I trade them separately. So, for example, let's even say worst case scenario, you blow an account. I've only now blown one of my accounts, not all my accounts.
Steve Stories, when did you email them, my brother? When did you email support? If you email them right now, I don't think there's any support that's gonna respond within 30 seconds. But if you emailed an hour ago, then obviously there's an issue. So how long? And then you also use the correct email, support@altfunder.trade. So if you can just let us know those two intricate details, then
Emailed on Friday.
all right, Steve. Friday we had power outage across Port Elizabeth from about 12 o'clock. So there could be a backlog of support tickets. So I can promise you there is work being commencing. But I will check now in with the ladies. I just want to potentially take this trade, yeah.
And take another one. Sheesh.
Yeah, but it's just a 1-to-1.
What's that on?
5-minute OES.
Wait, where am I?
There you are. Remember,
This.
that's if we get it.
I think you will.
Chad, if we close bullish like this, I will be taking a long. Okay, 1.7. Stops are gonna be around about like 60, 70 pips. Emailed on Friday. What time on Friday, Steve? Because once I enter this trade, I quickly want to go check up for you, my brother. If you can just let me know.
We're going to be getting stops over here, Chad.
Seven. I actually need to get a pocket calculator here for me.
There we go, Chad. That stops there. Stopperinos.
Alrighty, Chad. Yo, this thing is getting wider and wider now.
Journal that.
8. 1 minute. Yeah, like, okay. Okay, old now. Yeah, I think I want to work with like 8, Chad.
8.
Yeah, $8 stop.
$8 or $8. So
Yeah, 8. So I'm already in the swing position, but this is just going to be a 1-to-1. Yeah, bro, but this thing is absolutely pushing now. Okay.
You in already?
Yeah. Okay, stops should be... Okay, we don't actually need a 8, so I'm just gonna go 7. So just going with the 7, and then...
I'm just busy journaling now, Chad.
Can actually enter another little 0.25 in here. Okay, there we go. And then 7. Okay. Okay, there's a position 7 for 7. This is the swing, obviously. So the swings for me is either stop or TP. This one I will 80% to target. I will go break even. Steve, what time did Steve reply? Sorry, man. Just want to sort out Steve quickly. Stevie, did Steve say what time on Friday? $11 then. Okay, it's Ernest. Oh, okay, Ernest. I'll go check for you, champ. Gee my gou, yeah, Chad, that's the trade. Stops actually need to be... Shit, Chad, stops actually need to be 8. I don't look at that. Ernest, ek gaan nou vir jou gaan. Sorry, it's just $1 extra, Chad. Let me just update that. I misread.
Okay, that's done there.
Okay, Ernest, dat ek gou gaan kyk vir jou, champ.
Alright, 11, then again 3. It's Ernst Chris. Alright. Keigo driving gold longs with that young 100 lots. Hey. Boom 50, mayday, mayday. B got another payday. Hey. The guys are eating, yeah. The guys are eating. Let's see, Chad. Can the cat not just land on his feet? Is he gonna catch his little prey?
Hi. Okay, Ernie. Hulle kyk geraaf vir my vriend. Am I gonna get ping pong there?
Yeah.
Yo. Aina.
You were the same as me there, bro. You got a
Aina,
nice
Aina.
sniper into.
Woo! Woo! Sweet chin. Yeah, that's on the chin, Chad. Little sweet chin music there. Getting all the bad trades out for the month, Keigo. Alright, Chopperara there, Chad.
Dude, he's losing big today. Not really, brother.
Yo, we're losing big, my G. Big, big. 4 months worth of trading. Because remember, we only go for 2 pips.
Chris can hear that gum in your mouth. Lost flavor yesterday.
Nah, I just put it in now. Yeah, because we only take 2 pips. How many days did we lose here, Keigs? So that's 80. Yeah, that's basically 2 months worth of profits we lost.
It's tough out here, bro. Still in the cell, lol. Hey.
Did that thing literally wick you out? And
Yeah, we're not talking about it, bro.
called a little chop suey there. Yo, how did Bitcoin's monthly candle close? Monthly rejecting that yearly R1. Yeah, but I think that's the sesh for me, Keigs.
Yeah, nothing more now.
Yeah, Chad. Still in that little swing there. Remember, month end was on Friday. Daylight savings today as well. So first 2 days of the new month could be a little bit choppy as markets find direction. I'm also going to journal this trade. Yeah. That's about it, ladies and gents. Keigo, any closing remarks targeting previous? Yes. Targeting.
That's it. Just choppy price action. Chad, not the end of the world. Choppy price action. Stick to the plan, and we just come back later and see if we get something that we like, and then that's it. We take it from there.
Chad, that's the session. Unfortunately, not the result we want, but not the end of the world, like Keigo said. New month. can only get better from here. Touch wood. Just touch the wood there below you. There we go. Wood has been touched. Chad, remember, this afternoon we only start at 4. So days are going to be long. Nights are going to be short. But thank you so much for joining, Chad. We will see you guys in a little bit. Trade safe. Don't get chopped in the range. Personally, for me, I'm not looking at anything else. That was my one trade that I wanted to go for, the 1-to-1. But other than that, we will see you guys a little bit later. Peace and love.
Cheers, Chad.
Peace.